Good afternoon everybody, my name is Bowen from Decanty and today I'm bringing you a brand new video, a slightly different one. Today we are going to be looking at my top 3 female fragrances at the minute, and these are ones that my missus wears and I think are absolutely phenomenal and why I recommend them. So like I mentioned, these are like the top 3 fragrances that my missus wear that I think are absolutely phenomenal. Some of my absolute favourites, some of she's had for a little while, and some are like a fairly new addition just because they're new themselves. But these are what I really recommend just because I think they've got great performance, smell great, and just absolutely phenomenal in almost every single way. So to start off the list, we're going to start with an absolute classic, and probably my favourite in the actual entire collection. I'm going to start with a bang, and it's going to be Scandal EDP. This is the normal Scandal, the original, and just look at that bottle. Look at that. If that doesn't stick out on the shelf, I don't know what will. The reason why this is my favourite is because it is just so sweet and it's just so alluring, I guess you could say. It commands attention when you walk down the corridor and my girlfriend's wearing it. That's all I can smell. It's just such a fantastic smell. Absolutely love it. Before she actually got with me, she actually hadn't had this before, and I actually saw it in a few videos where people actually recommended it, so I thought I'd give it a shot for her, like a present for her one time, and turns out it's now like her favourite perfume that she has. She's constantly restocking it. I think it's the only perfume at the moment that she does actually constantly restock, so for that reason it's the top. Scandal EDP by Jean Paul Gaultier, absolutely fantastic, great performance, great projection, great longevity. You just can't go wrong with it. It's been popular for such a long time for a reason, because it's so damn good. The notes in it are blood orange, honey and caramel, very sweet, absolutely sensational. You can't go wrong with this one. Fantastic, great for nights out, date nights, whatever. Fantastic. Now next is one that I actually don't have in front of me for some reason, but it's the new Voce Viva Intensa. Now my girlfriend got this as a sample just because for some reason we have this thing where we just try to collect loads of samples and just sort of smell what's out there. And this one instantly for me stuck out as soon as I smelled it. Absolutely phenomenal. For me, it smells like Scandal and Olivia Bell had a baby. It's got the sweetness of Scandal, but it's got the luxuriety and the maturity of Olivia Bell. It's absolutely fantastic. I think it's highly versatile, great projection, great longevity. I absolutely love the fragrance. I think it is just... It takes 2 really popular fragrances and just kind of mashes them together, and it's kind of got this absolutely superb bomb of a fragrance. It's new, so it's not overly popular at the minute, and it just makes a great statement. I think you could wear it to the office, wear it to a date night, it doesn't matter. It says that you're mature, it's nice, and you're not going to get anyone who goes, that absolutely stinks. We don't want anyone to come in and say you smell horrible. You're not going to get that with this. It's absolutely phenomenal. New fragrance by Valentino, absolutely fantastic. I will just say though that because it is really, really new, that actually the price of it's quite expensive. I think it's bordering 112, that sort of mark. Really expensive, but worth every single penny. Absolutely fantastic fragrance. You can't go wrong with it. The notes in that one are orange blossom and vanilla. And yeah, again, just absolutely phenomenal fragrance. I love it. I'm sure a lot of other people love it. And I'm sure it's going to be an absolute favourite this Christmas. So that's number 2. Number 3 on my list, we've actually got a different fragrance house again, and that is Thierry Mugler with Nova EDP. Now this fragrance, I bought this as soon as it came out. This is when Perfume Shop had a 2-for-1 deal going on, so I bought myself Bleu de Chanel and got my missus the new Nova. Literally, it was probably about a week old when I bought it, and just blind bought it for her. Thought it was going to be awesome, and it was. It was absolutely fantastic. It has this sort of nice, sort of deep, rich, peppery sort of smell, even though I couldn't find anywhere that said peppers are actually in it or any red pepper or anything like that. But it does have a slightly pepperiness to it. I think it smells great. Huge projection, even more so than the previous 2. Absolutely huge. When you're in a corridor, that's all you can smell. And I wouldn't even say it's like an offensive, or I don't even know what the words are for it, but it's not too much, but when you enter a corridor, you can say, oh, so-and-so's been down the corridor. I think it's a great smell. I think it smells wintry. I think it's powerful, great longevity. You can't go wrong with it. Absolutely phenomenal fragrance. That's Nova by Thierry Mugler. Absolutely phenomenal fragrance. One of his newer ones, I think the EDT actually came out this year, I think. I don't know why they brought the EDT out after the EDP, but they did. And I don't think you can go wrong with it. It's absolutely phenomenal. Love the fragrance. I think it is great for winter, good for date nights. I think it's okay for during the day. I think maybe a little bit harsh, maybe a little bit too much, but still an absolutely great fragrance. And the notes in that are raspberry, rose, and akigala wood. Absolutely phenomenal fragrance. But like I said, it has got huge projection and huge longevity. So maybe go a little easy with them, because even though I know in general women like to spray a bit more than men do, spraying too much of that could be way too powerful and could just be too much. So be careful how much you spray of that. Even though really you could spray too much of any of them, but with that one, because it is so strong, you just got to be careful, because otherwise it's going to be too much and it's just going to be too much to handle. But absolutely phenomenal fragrance. 3 absolutely powerful fragrances. 3 of my favourites that my missus has, and I think they're absolutely amazing. So if you want any ideas for what you want to get for this Christmas, or what to get your partner for this Christmas, get one of those. You've got Scandal, which is youthful but sophisticated at the same time. Lovely, sweet, can't go wrong with it. Great for date nights. Then you have Voce Viva Intensa, which is slightly more mature. I would say sort of mid-20s onwards, really. Could be worn during the day, in the evening, doesn't matter. Huge versatility, great projection, great longevity. Can't go wrong with it. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. And then you have Novus, which is sort of like date night. Could be worn during the day if you toned down how many sprays you wore. And it's sort of in the middle when it comes to maturity, you know. Anyone can really wear it. I think it smells absolutely fantastic. Great peppery, huge longevity and projection, can't go wrong with that. If that's what you're into, Nova's your one to get. That's it. Those are my 3 favourites at the minute. 3 favourites I think you should probably consider when it comes to Christmas. And that is that. Thank you for watching, and that is another video. See you in the next one.